Hello, welcome to another edition of KitSZN. I'm glad you're able to join us tonight. There's a lot going on in the world, especially down there in Atlanta, but glad you are watching us here tonight. Few of us here are reeling from the U.S. game, and a few of us are trying to avoid probably something else going on there in Atlanta. But we are here tonight for the people to talk some KitSZN. Fox, how are we doing tonight?
It's been a night. I had some fun with my work colleagues. So it was nice. I had a fun day with the wife and kids. Went to automotive museum, and that was really cool. Got to see some cool trains and cars and all that fun stuff. So that was fun.
Fun stuff.
But then I got that and
Tim
just ruined the whole night. Just ruined the whole night. It weighed itself out. I was proud of that. But I will say, luckily, I guess Uruguay is winning right now.
So our team is just pushed a week away, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. And we don't even have like the best of third place or anything, do we?
Yeah. No, we don't.
Actually, I feel like it would have been better if Bolivia either tied or won against Uruguay, because we had to play Uruguay.
Yeah.
Next. And we have to win, essentially.
I mean,
because technically, if Panama beats Bolivia, then we don't.
I would rather face Uruguay when it's not a must-win from Uruguay, and they can like rest players, and we can just get a draw. And
but a
Bolivia
draw
pulling a draw out of their ass against Panama.
Yeah. It's to say, as long as Bolivia.
Ideal scenario.
Yeah, that's what I don't like. I don't like when we are in like must-win situations, because we could have easily won today. Panama was our time to win.
Could have been.
Yes. Uruguay was going to be the test or whatever, and
it's just like playing England. I'd rather, or these European teams. I'd rather face this top team when they've already qualified, and not make them a must-win. The U.S. is in that situation, and it's almost out of our hands. So, and I don't like that. So let's see.
I know that's what I don't like. I don't like when it's not in our hands.
Yeah, as well as also maybe some of those missed goals against Bolivia might come back to haunt us. We only scored 2 against them. Might come back to haunt us.
Yeah, we should have. That goal differential should have been a lot better.
Yeah, I count probably 4. Makes sense to me. Yeah. Should have been, but we'll see. That's not here nor there. We're both locking our U.S. stuff.
I like yours better, by the way.
I love it.
That's the one with all the stars and stripes, right? Yeah.
Yes. This needs to come back in some way. I think the U.S. has shied away too much from red. It needs to come back.
I think we should be doing like red, white, and blue kits. I missed the bomb pop.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to be the bomb pop. Oh, speaking of the bomb pop, though, that's my jersey I'm using as my like fitness goal.
Nice.
Because it's a large and I'm not a large anymore. I'm considered extra large, and actually in Nike I'm considered 2 extra larges. So because Nike likes to fit like you're an athlete. We're not all athletes, okay? Some of us just like to wear the jerseys. So that's why this is a 2X and nice and big on me.
But speaking of having a red, white, and blue kit, that's probably why we like the new U.S. kits, the blue, and because there's more red in it. But there is a thing with FIFA, international teams to not have 3 kits, so it has to. That's why we get the primarily blue. I would like to see almost, I would say, a split red and blue, and then just a white kit. I don't know. Yeah. I just want to see more red.
I agree. I feel like we could do honestly that kit that you're wearing right there. I feel like it could be doing like red and blue
Yeah.
stripes.
Or at least just replace this pattern with that blue.
Yeah, the stars.
Yeah. Yeah, the stars, the stripes, all that stuff. That's
Oh
something
yeah, yeah.
like a darker red. Turn it to a navy blue. I think you're looking at a good US kit, and it's red. You also get blue, and then, or if this is too heavy on the red, you turn your primary into white and blue. I just want to see more of all three colors and not just white and blue.
Right. We always have a blue kit and a white kit, or that year we had like the red kit and a white kit. And I'm okay with the white kits. Actually, usually like the white kits are clean.
I'm getting used to them. They may not be the best, but I don't mind them.
Was it
And I think
the
they look good. I just don't love them, but that's
right?
fine. That's their thing. I'm going with it. I just want to see red and blue on the ways.
Well, I still have it, and that one's in a medium. I really need to size up on that one. But the 2000 it was the 2014. I was skinny and fit in 2014, and like I would wear that medium jersey, and it fit me. Like I mean, it didn't really fit me. Like I actually prefer, but like you could see, like it fit me. Like I felt uncomfortable wearing nowadays. It was taut, but like I was skinny, so it was fine that it was tight.
Yeah, you don't want
But
it.
but I still love that jersey, and it was that 2014 away polo, the white
Uh,
polo.
oh wait, I actually have that one, so I don't need it. Yeah, I love that
Yeah,
one. I wear it to work all the time.
yeah. As I say, like it's I wore that to a club once, and this is before like America was USA, like soccer and stuff like that. And the guy was like, "Is that a jersey?" I'm like, I mean, "It's a polo," and he's like, "Okay." Then I go in and there's this motherfucker like on the table. Yeah, sorry, but like on a table like
Wasn't
dancing,
needed.
like trying to hype up people and stuff like that, wearing a Germany jersey.
Yeah.
Just like a pure, it was the like red and black stripe with the big Germany Deutschland logo on it. I'm like, they're trying to call me out for wearing like a white polo that happens to have the USA logo right there and Nike.
Right.
But like, yeah, like it just made me laugh. I'm like, who's this guy? He's wearing the clearest Germany kit in the land. But I guess people don't know all the they recognize USA,
Right.
and that was the old USA logo too. That wasn't I actually like this USA. People were pooping on it.
I
I
like
like
it.
it. I like this badge, but that's
But
not why we're here.
that's not why we're here. But it is a good discussion. Anyways, I think we are here for the people. And that means for the people, we must thank the people, such as our Patreons down below us, including John Hunt, Frank Anthony, Aaron J., Christopher Cohen, Harry Austin, John Fuller, Michael Fuchs, Joshua Duder, Noah Telford, Alberto Adular, Jeremy Churchman, Stephen Howard, Ryan Lacara, Tim Knox, NF Rej 30, MOS, Kunal Patel, and obviously our sponsor, Goals TV. Thank y'all for your support. And speaking of support, I also wanted to very quickly highlight, besides being able to support us in the Patreons down by signing up for Patreon, down below, you can also help support the USL show with this USL themed scarf. Honestly, this is a banger of a scarf, and
Yeah,
all
I
the
love this scarf.
so clean looking. I also don't have any white scarves like
That's
this.
true.
So I love it. I love it. So support us, the show. Well, actually not us. Support the USL show team to get to Oakland, and maybe some leftovers and trickle over here to the USL show. I mean, the KitSZN team.
I was told in economics class that trickle down effect is a thing. Now, I was also told by nope, not talking about it. Okay,
Nope.
wrong
But
show, wrong show.
hey, tis the season. Tis the season, I guess. But
Oh, yeah,
support the USL show this way. It's only $25. That's pretty good for a scarf. With shipping, you're looking at maybe 35 total. So that's that's a hell of a bargain there. Support the USL show and all of us here, and let's get the team out to Oakland for their first live show. So,
Yeah. Go to
so
Oakland. I want to go to
Oakland.
Oakland.
As always, here's a little bit of a quick little reminder of how we do things here, rating things. Um, and oh, why did I close that? I closed that anyways. Whatever, it's gone. It's gone. Anyways, so our first
Forever.
it's gone forever. You know, I just look it up. Um, our first kits here tonight. We're going up to the Motor City up here, and we're going to check out their alternate kits here from Detroit City.
I'm from Detroit. Detroit.
Now, before we get into the kit, I personally, this mint crest and this color from Detroit has really grown on me, and I really enjoy it. I think we were a little harsh on the away kit last year, and that's fine. I think there are some issues with it. I like this mint on me, and it's growing on me, and it's so unique. I love it. That doesn't mean the kit's good still. But I think that mint color, I'm really starting to like it and dig it, and I love Detroit City leaning hard into it. I just want to preface that before we grade this very template. So
Yeah, I feel that. Actually, I'm not a fan. Like, I'm not against the color because actually, isn't there a reason? I feel like one of our Detroit friends.
yeah, it's the
Like,
color of the statue.
okay,
If I remember right, because you know, like the Statue of Liberty,
gotcha.
Russ, whatever.
Yeah. So like, I remember there was like a reasoning before. I'm not against the color. I'm actually okay with the color. Just otherwise, you could see our scores at the bottom.
Yeah.
And how much is that there?
That's 90?
It's 99,
90.
89, 99.
No, just straight up 90.
Oh, it looks like nines on my
Yeah,
little
straight
screen.
up 90.
So that seems like a lot of money for a black T-shirt.
Right? Yeah. I mean, listen, it's just. I expect more from Detroit, and they've done better. I get it. This is, I will say, this was a little bit of a precursor to kind of what we're seeing a little bit here in League One, kind of lazy-ish alt kits.
It's been a season, yeah.
I will say that, like, as much as we want your home to be your thing and your away to kind of maybe be a little bit of fun, but kind of use your colors and kind of, you know, just offset from the home. Your third, you be creative. The most creative thing here is the crest. And we've seen that also with Phoenix. We've seen it with Louisville. We've seen it across League One. We'll get to them later. Kind of seen this a little bit. It's kind of a worrisome trend. I think in the past it used to be the alts used to be the fun ones, and now it's kind of leading to the others.
I just don't understand why teams don't just tap into their social marketing and like say like, "Hey, design a kit for us fans, and whoever wins gets a free kit." I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
right?
You're what spending $100 for free designs, and then you find it like just I don't know. And notice that logo on the right chest. A lot of teams are those three stripes, and I love three stripes.
I do too.
They're very comfortable kits. They're very wearable, but this Me Adidas stuff is kind of the death of a team for me or a kit.
Like, how do I phrase this? We've seen what I think we brushed up upon this last week on the Copa America special.
Oh yeah, we've seen what Adidas can
do, and it's not even like hard things. It's literally just changing the color of the three stripes, and that's a huge deal.
Yeah,
that's
those Italy kits are sick. Like, and most of it's just a blue jersey.
Yeah,
but I love those Italy kits because of the three stripes.
And then here they could have embraced that teal color. Even I'm not saying that would have made it perfect, but they could have at least embraced, like the gray collar. Like I don't need to see a gray
The
collar
gray collar,
on a
gray
green one.
Adidas, gray stripes.
Make it the green.
Is the Chevrolet, is the city, usually the Cityscape, I feel like they've changed the color of. Is the Cityscape at least teal?
It varies.
I can't tell if it's teal or gray or just white.
It's white. It's white or
Oh,
like a light gray.
so it's even worse.
So like Detroit City, you have this color. Put it in the sleeves. Put it in the 3D stripes. You have that color. Don't just make it your nameplate and your crest. Like at least some of these others who've done this, they like carry that color throughout, for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, like the Louisville kit we talked about, like they went with the blue and they did the blue stripes,
right?
The blue pinstripes. And then we got our butts kicked. So I don't know if we should bring those kits back, but
please do.
But they're good looking kits.
Hey,
overall.
I
like,
will say,
like kit wise, I wouldn't say like. Oh, we both stop.
Yeah.
I was to say, like, I mean, kit wise, like it's a sharp looking kit. This is a black T-shirt that just happens to have a Detroit logo on it
and a little bit of gray.
Like,
the only redeeming quality, again, I haven't seen a photo of this in a game, and I didn't really look that hard into it. The only redeeming quality would be if the shorts were this teal, and I don't know if it is.
That would be a lot, though.
But still, that would make the kit, the full kit itself, better, but not the kit. Like the individual parts. The sum might be better than the individual parts.
Right.
And this lets it down to me.
Oh, 100%.
So, do we want to just
ramble through our scores real quick?
Yeah, ramble it very, very.
Yep. I'll do it
quickly. Yeah.
1, creativity. Taste the local. 2, I gave it just because of the teal.
Yeah.
They've been utilizing the teal. Otherwise, that was me being very, very nice. 3, X Factor. I kind of like it. Like, it's not an ugly kit.
No, I rock it.
Like, I like black. I like teal. I do wish the Adidas was teal. I wish the collar was teal. I wish the accents were teal. Otherwise, it's just, honestly, the teal kind of throws it off. If the Detroit logo was that gray, that might have been cooler.
It actually, and then at that point, if they did that gray instead of the teal, this would be, even though we've kind of said this is kind of a little bit an overplayed, almost blackout theme.
Yeah, blackout kit, yeah.
That's better than kind of both the teal and blackout kit.
Yeah, they mushed too many things together.
But also by not having anything, by mishing two things together. I don't know how that happens, but they did it.
Yeah, there's nothing here, but they mushed two things together and got 0.
Yeah. Like,
boring plus boring equals boring, though.
So
design flow is a 5.
So the more I think of this, I low-key, though, Detroit City, if you're listening to this, I would love to see a full-on teal kit. Give me a full-blown teal. Like, you to even throw in some of the maroon or a black to offset to make the teal, like, kind of stand out.
Le Rouge.
Give me that. Like, imagine the maroon red with the like a white and gold secondary, and then a teal and black alternate.
Yeah,
all day.
I like the idea of teal and black a lot more than black than teal.
Yes, especially when it's not full teal everything else.
Well, didn't they? I feel like they did some sort of template that I feel like they could have just changed the colors of that jersey to black and teal, like alternating. My one question is, maybe I'll give them a little bit of credit. That's an interesting color teal. It's not just teal. Like, it's a specific greenish teal. because we talked about this. It's like the statues, the colors they become over years.
Yeah.
-10 from Dom. Man, throwing down the -10. I mean, I
Ooh.
don't disagree, but I forgot what I was saying. Dang it, Dom! I forgot where I was at.
hey, if it's gonna be a -10 here for Detroit here, we've seen worse. We don't like white kits. Black kits, at least they're a color that kind of looks sharp with some accents. The white kits that we've seen are far worse. So this is not the worst kit for us. It's definitely it's actually not even the worst of the season.
No, we've had a lot worse.
We've had let me count.
El Paso.
We've had 18 worse
4, 5,
than this one.
6, 7, 8.
Oh wait,
only got
9
10.
worse. 9 worse.
Yeah.
9 worse. We're both looking at the spreadsheets, as you know.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. And of course, Dom says switchbacks is the only perfect 10.
Oh, I have it, Dom. The 10th anniversary kit. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna just go through my scores. I'm gonna find this kit. Detroit City, real quickly here before I can wrap this up. 2 for creativity, simple template, whatever, terrible. Ties the local, like what Fox said. That teal really kind of pulls it. That's factor. I'm not vibing too hard with it. It's a 2 for me. I do like that teal though, so I wouldn't mind it. And then lastly, the design flow. I probably should have gone with the 4, so I didn't like the teal, but everything does fit fine. So it's a 5 for me. So the total of the 2.75 from us here at the team.
Yeah, we talked about the switchbacks jersey. It's the one with the mountain ranges, but it has all the different years and stuff that like the year it was founded, the year Colorado was founded.
Oh, the switchback. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that with actually Kaler was here.
Yes, since season celebration kit, and we rated. Yes, that's what I called was the away kit. Yes, we did rate that kit. Thank you for reminding me on that.
And I do like it.
I do.
And also, I appreciate too that like I've seen a couple teams do this. Like I know at Louisville, if you want to get a name on the back, they have the player option and then custom option.
Yeah.
But then, like I feel like, but this has like all the list of the players and stuff like that with it. But it's kind of confusing because it says for customization, add desired name to add order notes on the cart page. No profanity, up to 2 digits for the number. All letters are capitalized. No special characters. So like, is it free?
Right.
This is jersey white cyan stripes, custom name and number. Is it free? If it's free, that's nice. Is there anybody on the switchbacks that I care about? All right. Anyways.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here.
Right. So what we do, we just sit here and shop. I like their mental awareness kit too.
Oh yeah, I like those. No, I just discovered Sarasota. Someone mentioned it to me about Sarasota Paradise, the Elite 2 team. They got some killer kits out there, so I need to. I'm adding them to my list before I forget, because I will forget.
Sarasota Paradise. Oh, have we not talked about them?
We have not. So they're added to the list because I love these. So, thank you, Dom, for. Yeah. You see it now?
No, it was telling me like Norton was popping up and like, whoa, watch out. I'm like, it's fine. Trust website. Ooh, I like their hats.
Hey, hat games are always underrated, and their kits are pretty clean, I'll say. So,
the chest stripes, I like.
Yeah. So
center badges. Yeah, we're talking about these.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I want that that Sarasota hat. That's a dope hat, and it has those same stripes that you see on their kits. Anyways, apologies, we're way off topic. League 2 teams. I always miss League 2 teams, so I want to make One of these times, I'm just going to go through all the teams' websites and be like, do you have a kit? Do you have a kit? Do you have a kit?
Right. It's so hard because like there's just so many teams.
But at least they had a store, so I can do that. But I'm going to do that here probably next weekend. I'm going to have a little bit extra time because obviously 4th of July holiday. I might just go through every single team. Actually, I have time tomorrow. I have nothing going on tomorrow. I ain't got work or anything. So I'll just go through it and be like, League 2, do you have a team? Do you have kits? Okay, I'll do that tomorrow. Putting that on my list. I'm doing it right now. Taking the notes. Check USL League 2 teams.
And I think we should have a special episode of maybe just start off with Championship and League 1, but like hat season.
Ooh.
Like maybe not rate them, but just be like, here's the teams with the sickest hats store.
Right.
Because like we talked about Louisville's and like it's not good.
Right.
They have a lot of hats, but none of them are like that fashionable.
Right. Hey, maybe once we get through all these kits, because we are getting down to, I believe last I checked, from what we have 13 available right now left to rate. The KitSZN before I've done my League 2 and W checks and Super League, but we have 13 kits right now with I think about 15 or so that we're going to do ourselves. That we're going to do. So we're doing other content. So hat season, I wrote it down. I want to do a hat season. So, but yeah. Shall we move on to our next kit before we go down another rabbit hole? Because we're already 26 minutes in here.
Rabbit hole. Okay, no, next kit.
All right. Up next here, we're going to stay in the. We're going to go to the Mid-Atlantic here and go to Charlotte and check out there as what I've dubbed the Lightning Kit. Why? Because there's a lightning bolt on it.
There's a lightning bolt.
Do I have any reason why there's a lightning bolt? I did not hear anything. I don't know any reason why behind it. We'll get back to rabbit hole here a little bit later. But
we'll find some rabbit hole stuff. Don't worry.
Yeah, I swear we both together have like ADHD and just like go down to all the rabbit holes.
The issue is I have AD, you have HD, and we just don't work together.
Or we work together too well.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is the Charlotte Independence Lightning Kit. So this is one of the fan choice options. If you see the results, what? Yeah,
it's the one that won. Yeah.
Yes. So with the fan choice, this is the one that won. But if you noted, there were 3 others who had tied. So you'll see what we end up choosing as the tiebreaker here later in the episode. But just a little fun fact about that. But this was y'all's voice, y'all's vote. Again, we are a democracy here at KitSZN. Maybe not anymore. Oh, never mind. I'm not getting into that. Anyways, here we have the Charlotte home kit, the Lightning kits here.
I like these. I will agree with your comment earlier. I don't know why there's a lightning bolt, but I'm okay with it. I feel like it's not a bad looking, and honestly, it is taking me a little bit to Greenville though. But that was their warm-ups. That was designed by their fans, but they have the big lightning bolt, and I'm like, okay, but
you're like,
I like that. That's kind of random, and this feels kind of random too. But let's be honest though, like if they were like the Charlotte Lightning and they had a big lightning bolt, we're like, okay, we probably would have mocked it. So the fact that they did it, and you can't really see it too well in these pictures, but there's the horses are also in the kit as well. You can see it a little bit better in the royal blue, the little navy horses, and the fine details. I really like that. I like the sleeve cuffs a lot.
I just think it's too busy.
I've never heard you say those words together.
No, I haven't. I'm just getting the vibes of it being too busy. That's just my thoughts. And like, I might be wrong. It doesn't look bad, as Don points out. It's random, which I think the randomness to me makes it look busy, but it doesn't look terrible, which is why my score is a 3. But that randomness, I think, hurt my score.
I mean, I can agree with you with the fact that like this could be a just blue and navy stripe kit. But that somebody's like, wait.
Yeah.
Lightning bolt.
I think
And
I would have liked that better.
It would have been plainer.
Yeah, but I think it would have done better for me, at least visually, than throwing in the lightning bolt.
Yeah.
The lightning bolt throws me off.
I wish there was an explainer or something for this. Like, oh, in Charlotte, we have lightning. Oh, you and everybody else, but okay.
Right. Right. But, like, I'm going to dive into my score. I think because it's a little bit busy, they tried too much. It's a 3 creativity for me. I know I'm a little bit harsh here, but it's still 3 for creativity, which, as Dom does point out here, it's not the basic slash that you've seen across teams, which is fine. Yeah, because we slept them. Sorry, Dom. I'm just very slow at selecting these. So I just think they tried too hard. Like, I appreciate that they tried something. I like the cuffs creativity. That's a nice little one. And I like what they did with the the inner logo, like Paul Revere in there. I just think their away kit was executed better than this one.
Yeah.
And I think that hurts me with its ties to local. I only could give it a 2 for ties to local. I know it's a Queen City, and that's why I kind of know why there's that crown on their cuffs, and you got the crest thrown in. I just, again, that lightning bolt throws everything off for me, and so that's why this is only a 2 for me for X Factor as well. But I'm surprised that I gave it a design flow of 5 after all of this. I should have given like a 4. I should have given this in Detroit City 4 for design flows. You know what? I'm making a change here because I don't like it. So I'm going to be petty because I can. Give me 1 second here. I just feel just vibes. Vibes right here are just off with this kit. And I normally like some fun kits, but vibes are off on here. And it's a 275 for me because its design flow just feels off to me. I can't explain it. That lightning bolt just makes it feel off to me. And it ruins this entire kit, if I'm being honest.
Do you know what you just did, though? By changing the scores like that? You gave this the same score as the away kit.
That's fine. That's fine.
So now they both have a 3.63.
That's totally fine. I'm good with it. I'll go with it.
Right next to the Mid Lakes United Ice Blue kit. That's so funny.
Wait, it's not the same as the away kit. Oh wait, what I gave the away kit?
No, your score's a lot different. But my score is way different. So the overall score for both of them are 3.63s.
Trust and battery. Oh wait, no. Wait.
Also, you spelled Charlotte different in both of them.
That's okay. I can't spell that name for the life of me. What's that? Yeah, 3.63. Wow.
Yeah, it's just funny.
You ain't kidding. All right. Yeah. I'm not a fan of this kit.
Anyways, squirrel. So what's the rest of it? You said X Factor?
Yeah, the X Factor is 2, low on there with the 4 for design flow. Not vibing hard with this, and I don't quite need it.
I feel it. And I feel like I'm kind of right there. I feel like creativity, to give it a 4, I feel like they were trying to be creative. I feel like they were doing cool stuff with it. Ties to local, I gave a 5. I'm always going to be giving 5s when they utilize their logos everywhere. Like, unless they just copy and paste it, but like when it's fine details and stuff like that, at least this season, that's how I feel. I don't know.
Yeah, that's certainly a major difference between you and I here.
Right.
But
Maybe next season, I'm like, I don't know that Phil. That Phil was a really weird kid. This year's Phil is completely different.
okay. New year, new Phil.
New year, new Fox. Boom. X Factor, I said, was a 4. I like it, but it's not something that it's not on the top of my buy list or anything like that. But if it goes on sale, I have extra cash flow. I win the $1 million or something crazy. I'm like, well, might as well, It's already bought all the other ones, so might as well throw Charlotte in there.
Goodness.
But it's going to be nice and easy once we open our store, and we're going to name it KitSZN. Boom, I already copyrighted it, and we're just going to have nothing but lower league soccer teams. Design flow, I did give a 5 though. I feel like I hear what you're saying about the lightning bolt. I don't feel like it looks bad on it though. Like, I feel like it fits. I feel like everything works on it. It is kind of random. That's how I feel about that lightning bolt. I feel like it fits. I feel like it looks okay, but it is random.
Yeah, it just doesn't vibe with me, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm a hater. Maybe it doesn't look bad. I just don't quite like it. That's it.
Yep, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, and to remind everyone, to Dom asked what are our categories and rating system. We have 4 factors: creativity, ties to local, X factor, and design flow. Creativity is how creative they are, how templatey they are. Ties to local, do they bring in their local community, state, city, whatever have you, into their kit? X Factor, just vibes, really. That's the best I can explain it.
Yeah,
Vibes,
like it's
and or if we want it, right?
it's that untangible.
Yeah, vibes.
It's stuff like you can't really describe. You're just like, I don't like it.
Yep, and
it's kind of like how we rated it last year.
Yeah, right. And then design flow is obviously how everything's put together. All of these are on a scale of 1 to 5 per each one, and then they're averaged by my score and this man's score to give us a grand total. So, quick little reminder because Dom asked. Thank you for asking.
Good question.
Good question. So, anyways, yeah. So this did. Did you do all yours then for this bit? All 4 your ratings?
Oh, I didn't even talk about mine. Creativity. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yep. All right. Cool. Yes. Yeah. 4.5 from Fox.
Yeah.
I like it.
4.5 with a 3.63 overall. Solid. Little busy for my liking, but it's overall a middle plus kit for a USL team. So.
But this is amazing for Charlotte.
Yes.
Like this season's Charlotte kits are super nice. I actually really appreciate the effort.
I think it's Capelli.
Oh, yeah.
They haven't had really any bad kits. I think there's one that we didn't like.
Boring or sometimes, but
I think there's one kit that we didn't like, but they're all like solid.
Are there military appreciation kits like war on the? I like those. Oh wow, the back, it's busy, but it has all the logos of every.
Oh, the military kit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be an alternate because they did actually wear it. So that we will be rating that kit at some point. Because they actually did wear it.
But it has the Constitution written on it.
I'm not surprised given that Dan Marco or whatever DeMarco owns them out there. But that is.
Hey, I'm all about the Constitution, man.
I'm repping it on here.
USA.
USA. By the way, I never heard so many USA chants in my life. Besides when I went to the Copa America game in Texas, I never heard America like everyone just randomly chanting USA more in my life.
Right.
Which I will show y'all a photo where my seats started and where I ended at the end.
Started from the top. Now we're
now we're here. Anyways, speaking from starting from the bottom, because this team is brand new this year and working their way to the top, we're going to our good friends out in California to Redlands FC. And man, this is a hit. Let me tell you. This is fire, and this is what I want from a third kit. Because if you remember from the first two kits, they were kind of simple but kind of nice looking, with a little bit of that orange kind of thrown throughout, kind of like a nice little pattern. And then this third kit just kind of goes,
bam,
fun, right? This is what I wanted.
It says, "I'm here, love me." Right? I've been watching a lot of Cars lately, so sorry for the. That's what happens when you have twins who are sick.
But like, this is just so nice, and like here you can see the whoa, it didn't like me.
And here,
you can even see that little bit of an orange on the kits. Like, this is just fun. This is just creative. They had no reason to make it this detailed around an orange as much as they did, and I love it. So for me, I'm gonna just dive right into this because I love this kit, and also trying to speed things up a little bit, maybe. This creativity, man. This is what I want from an alt kit, and this is what I expect from creative standpoint. This is a 5 for me. Love this for creativity.
And you don't give creativity 5s.
I don't. Again, I think I'm burned by the Stevie Shao kit. I still need that kit, and I'll still buy it at some point if they don't give it to me. Medium. Anyways, it's tied to local here, though. I can only give it a 4. I know I've been hard on this, and like I've been bad with Redlands and giving it higher than a 4 for its ties to local. But like, if I see this kit, it doesn't scream Redlands. Again, I never heard of Redlands at California before in my life. I've learned so much about them.
Yeah, they grow a lot of oranges.
They do a lot of oranges, but
hence the kits.
Yes, it just doesn't scream it for me. Okay, and that's why it can't be a 5. It's not like it's like a monument or even a street grid. As much as those one did come over, or as well as a topographic kit. This just doesn't scream them. Okay, again, I may just be ignorant of that area, and that's totally fine. I still love this kit, and I need this kit because it's a 5 for X Factor. I need this in my closet. It looks sharp because it's kind of like that off-white too, and I love that off-white. It's almost a Vegas gold, or like a gold, which I love. With that design for level 5, it looks so good. Once again, Hummel does really good with this. So this is a 4.75 for me. I don't care if its title logo is not a 5, which I assume you will probably give. Usually you do if you see like an orange in this kit. That's totally fine. This is a banger of a kit. This is a 4.75, and I love it.
Yeah, and funny enough, we were talking about how the fact that we both gave this 4.75s, but yeah, the only difference for me was the actually this is going to be interesting. So creativity, I gave a 5. This is super cool, super detailed. I love what they did with this. I love the tiny oranges throughout, and that it's not exactly the same, because I feel like I really liked what they were doing, but you can almost start feeling slightly, I don't know how to call it, template-y, but like their own template. You're starting to feel that a little bit.
Yeah.
They're doing like stripes with little oranges throughout, and this is boom. It's not. So 5 creativity. Ties to local. It's 5. This area is known for growing oranges.
No.
And this isn't me just saying like, oh well, there's an orange on their badge, or there's orange on the shirts. Like, no, this area is known for growing oranges, Like that's what they're for.
I know.
That's what the area was made for. X Factor, this is 5. I do like it. I do want it. Interesting enough, though, design flow. I don't know. I don't know if it's just too busy or it's just something doesn't fit right. And maybe I could have flipped this for X Factor and design flow, but one of them's a 4. And it just doesn't feel like it fits completely. Maybe if the sleeves were full, I don't know. I kind of like the sleeves as they're the cream that it is, though.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a little argument to be made that I should have maybe did the X Factor for 4 and the design flow as a 5, but like because it's something about the design itself that's making me give it a 4, but it's just giving me a vibe, which makes me joke that it should be the X Factor.
Right.
But that's still 4.75 from me, which so averages to a 4.75.
Yeah, it's an easy. It's again, we've seen this from League Two teams, especially who are just new. They hit this stuff out of the park. We've seen it from Vermont. We've seen it from Ballard. We even saw it in One Knox even before they made that leap to League One. League Two teams, when they put in the effort, especially from launch, they knock it out of the park. They do it here and again and again and again.
There's a lot of League Two teams that I want to see in League One. I feel like League One could be huge.
I think, well, if you follow, please follow League One Updater, you will see a lot of teams are lining up to join League One. You got Wilmington, you got Corpus Christi, you got New Jersey, you have, I'm just naming some of them. I think Lane United, who we'll be talking here later tonight, are also planning to make a jump up to League One.
Good.
League One is about to explode as it should. It's the bottom tier of the USL pyramid, and it should be exploding here because it's well needed and it's well deserved. And I think there's a lot of teams who should make the jump, like Vermont, teams like this. So, to your point, it will happen.
Because I actually like League Two for what it is, but I think it should be a development league and kind of like by itself. You know how there's like the Premier League and then there's like Premier League 2 and it has like all the development teams and stuff like that and the youth teams. I feel like that's what USL 2 should be.
This might be a poor comparison, but League 2 should be MLS Next Pro for MLS, but for USL.
Well, MLS Next, because Pro.
Well, yes, but Next Pro is actually their league, and you see a lot of teams in USL League Championship and League One who have reserve teams.
Yeah.
In League 2, I'm looking at Birmingham. They just, they've done it. So that to me is an accurate comparison.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying.
That vibe, at least.
Right. I mean? And like, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like they should be development teams. They should be academies and stuff like that. Because, like, I always talk about St. Charles here. Like, St. Charles is a academy. It's a development program for the youths of the nation.
The youth.
And they just happen to have a League 2 team. But I'm like I follow my Mud Puppies. Shout out to the Mud Puppies. Love y'all. On Twitter. And I see them post like they're at the games and stuff like that. And I'm like, it's just the 5 of them. But they came out with some sick kits with Olive and York with the flowing mud and stuff like that. So, but it's one of those things. Like, if a team, like, I don't expect many people be going to League 2 games in my head, but like you see Lionsbridge like selling out their area. You see Vermont Green doing great stuff.
Doing great stuff.
It's this, yeah, exactly. And that's just like, oh, we signed Messi for a year, and all of a sudden we are making money.
Ooh, and then also we've seen also out there at I'm dropping their name right now, out in Maryland.
Bobcats.
No, not the Bobcats, which I would love to see them in League One or Championship.
Right.
They're like the Crabs. You know what? I know they are. They've done some great. Oh, Annapolis City. They've done some, or just Annapolis. They've done some great things, and they deserve shots at being a professional team. I believe they have like 10,000 season ticket members for an amateur NPSL team. If I'm not mistaken, that's their league.
Yeah.
That's just great. And like that should result in them being a professional team. Should. I don't care what they should. They deserve it. So there's so many untapped teams who, barring the ownership of a millionaire/billionaire to the PLS records, who should be professional teams. And I'm hoping that gets fixed at some point because there's so many that are deserving.
Agreed. Okay. Oh, Minneapolis City too.
Can't forget about them.
Actually, I think are we going to talk about them at the end here too? So.
Oh yeah, that's right. We are. Here,
but yeah, like the teams that are like almost just independently League Two teams, and that's all they do is just their semi-pro team. Mm-hmm. I feel like there's no reason for that, personally. Like it feels weird. I feel like they should be a League One team. And then
so to your point, I think it's fine short term, especially if it's going to result in them moving up. Does that make sense?
I hear that. Build a brand, build a fan base, build all that in League Two, season or two. But then, I mean, that's the path of Vermont.
Yeah.
Charlotte Independence 2, North Carolina FC U23. Yeah, I didn't realize how many teams were like that.
Yeah, and honestly, I think it's great for like soccer because like more and more communities are getting soccer, and more communities are getting at some degree soccer in a country that is desperate for soccer, and we've seen it here in even Indiana. We have like 4 or 5 teams, and only one professional in Indy 11 who may not be around longer. We'll see, and a bunch of teams, and even places like Indiana. We've seen it thrive in West Virginia. We even see it in South Dakota, North Dakota. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's cool. I love it.
I think it's crazy, too. Like, just thinking about Kentucky, like, we haven't had a pro league team since the ABA.
And you got 2 soccer teams.
And now we have a USL Championship and a USL League One team. And we're about to have 2 women's professional teams because we have Racing and Lexington. Sporting Lexington is going to be the USL Super. So I'm interested. I really hope they have their own kits more than just changing the sponsor.
We'll have to see. Maybe John, some of those people down there in Lexington can maybe give us a little bit of a peep. Yeah. Hopefully you're right. That's something that's not them. But anyways, God, Dom, we went down another rabbit hole. Why do we do this? We're 54 minutes in, and we're only halfway through kits. All right, so
we're good at this.
I'm gonna chill our vocal cords here for a second here because we got a video for you. So please watch this video from one of the newer League One sides, one Knoxville, and the Mountain Kit 2.0.
Then familiar, let's run it back with a new design and a fresh look. Introducing the Mountain Kit 2.0. Ben familiar?
But mute. There it is. So that is the One Knox Mountain Kit 2.0. And my initial thoughts here, I know this is, this was the other fan choice that was tied, but we like this one better, so this one gets the nod.
It's like, what about this one?
Yeah, so this one. So, I think we've seen the previous Mountain Kit. Fox, you own it.
I do.
I like this one better. And I think it's better executed than the original one. And I think it is not as, if you remember the older one, there wasn't any orange. I like the inclusion of orange in this. I think that's lovely top. I think the accents of the white look really good. And the sponsor isn't like massive and kind of on the belly. I think that was an aesthetic choice, which it's fine. It was a choice. I like this more traditional look, and I think it's a more simplified version of the mountains, and I like it better. It's solid for me.
Yeah, that was funny that you went to the belly.
I mean,
sponsor. I don't disagree. I don't disagree. I hear what you're saying, and it was a choice. It was an interesting choice, but it was for a good cause, though.
Oh, I mean, I'm not taking away with the sponsor. I'm talking about where the sponsor is located.
It is a big old belly, like off center too. It wasn't just like on the belly. It was a part of the mountain.
It was almost hip, right? Like the belly hip.
But no, I like the coloring of this.
Oh yeah,
a little bit better too.
The sides too. That's a small, simple little touch with the different levels, different colored Hummel stripes. I'm gonna call them.
Yeah.
Chevrons.
Thank
you.
How many teams does Charlotte need?
What do you mean?
They have 2 USL teams.
And technically 2 professional teams with Charlotte Independence and FC.
Right.
But
yeah, they have the Charlotte Eagles and the Charlotte Independence too. Interesting stuff happening in League 2.
Anyways, what is interesting here in Knoxville is, what are your ratings here, Fox?
Let me pull that up real quick.
You're too busy getting squirrel brained over there.
Yeah, I was going through all the League 2 teams to see who has what cool stuff. Tobacco Road has a really cool T-shirt. I really like it.
Yeah, Tobacco Road's a nice little one.
Creativity. I'd say it was a 4. It probably would have been a 5 if it wasn't for the fact that they did the exact same kit last year.
Right. Like it's a better version, but you still kind of already did it.
Yeah. And I do appreciate this one a little bit more, though, because it goes with the badge more.
Yes, I'd say that.
Like, they actually use the badge colors. The last one, actually, they show it in here, and it's more of that, like, light blue.
Yeah, here, let me go back to the front.
Yeah, right. Perfect, right there. So, it's more the light blue. And this one goes with, like, the sunset. So, I like that a lot better. And if you look at the chevrons, when it goes to the side, the coloring changes from the light blue to the sunset, like kind of the opposite way as the kit does, and that's really cool. Tesla local, I said it was a 4. It's mountain range. It could be any mountain range technically, but I mean it's still a really nice looking kit. X Factor's a 5. I want it. I have the other one. I like this one better. Design flow was a 5, so it's a 4-5 for me.
For me, it's creativity. It's obviously a 4. I think they improved on what they did last year. So I like what they did here better creative-wise than they did last year. The orange is a beautiful touch. I love that. It's a nice little, as we said, sunset. I like the chevrons on the side. So it gets me a 4 there for creativity. It's ties to local. Listen, I know this is a mountain kit, and this might become their thing here, so I might get some shtick for this. I give a 3 here. For ties to local, I like what they're doing here. I know you have issues with it, and its resemblance of their crest And also they did it last year, and it's in which they're known for the Smoky Mountains out there. It's kind of their thing. I could only give it a 3 year. Apologies on that, but it's that factor. I want it. I need it. This looks sharp. This will look great, as well as the design flows 5. So this is a 4.25 for me. Well done, One Knots. I think pound for pound, they're the best dressed team in USL.
Oh, even better than Birmingham?
I think if we look at the numbers, I think we would see that. So Birmingham is a 4.71 for all 3 kits. And for One Knoxville, it's a 4.73.
Interesting stuff.
And actually, what hurts their score is actually this kit.
Yeah, I say it's probably this kit that hurt it.
Because their away is a 4.94, and their alternate, the Red Panda, which we absolutely love, is a 4.88.
I love that Panda kit. I want that Panda kit.
Even given that this was a 4.38, which is lower than any kit that Birmingham got, the average score goes to One Knoxville. So One Knoxville, again, I'd say, is probably the best dressed team, with a shout out to Loudoun United, who also looked really sharp. So basically what I'm getting here is that maybe the Southeast, that region, might be the soccer kit capital of USL this year. I don't know, because they're killing it right now in that region. So
that would be an interesting map to see, like the ratings through like each state or which.
I don't have the ability to do that, but I'd love to do that. If I release the information at the end of the season, which I will be, I'd love to see someone do some data visualizations with it, see where we can what we can see from it. So
that'd be fun.
That would be fun. So shout out to One Knox for once again knocking it out of the park with this one, the solid 4.38 with the Mountain Kit 2.0. So lovely stuff from One Knox. Also, it just looks so sharp, man. I love it. Anyways, up next, we go to a team that we kind of already mentioned a little bit earlier today. And this one, also has a video. But this team is not located in the Southeast. This team is in the Pacific Northwest. Please check out this video from Lane United and their 2024 home kit, or as what I've dubbed the Trees and Rivers kit. I love making nicknames. Simple, love it, no audio, and it's just good vibes and good music. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I love that goalkeeper top. I love that little weird chevron thing that they did up there. I don't know why. I just like that.
Just like a lot of chevrons at the top.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think that's a cool little template. But this is the Lane United kit, and boy, do I have some thoughts on this one, as does Fox here. Obviously, we could not be further apart on this kit. This is kind of the theme of today's episode. Fox loving it, and me being Mr. Downer here, because our scores right now are currently diverging these last few weeks here. I think we can tell that by our scores, which are currently 0.3 off from each other on average this season. But
yeah, I could have swore they were going to be a lot different comparatively.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's starting to happen now as we whittle down to these kits. I think that's what we're kind of seeing.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And I really like this kit. Like, I don't know. You can talk about yours first.
Yeah. So, all right. I love Lane United. I have one of their kits. I love it. I could have won it tonight, but they're playing. They played. So, I like how simple it looks. I think this is a sharp, clean-looking kit. I just think it's a little on the safe side for Land United, and maybe tinfoil hat time. Given the rumors that we've heard that the same ownership group will be moving up to League One, maybe they are playing it and trying to do that more professional feeling before they make that jump up. So they're saving a little bit of money here. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theory hat off. But I like overall, this is a really solid kit. It's not anything that's wrong with it. It's just more of how simple it is to me. I think that's where the issue is here with me. So, like, its creativity to me is 3. I like what they did with the river, like the squiggles across the stripe. I think that's a nice creative way. Instead of doing very simple hoops, do a little bit of that. And that's fine. It looks good. And it's ties to local for that reason. I gave it a 4. I think this is obviously paying homage to it better than some of the other kits have been doing. We rated tonight, so I did some points there. But I'm not desperately wanting this kit, even though it does look sharp overall. Could have probably given it a 3 here for X Factor, but I gave it a 2. It's not high on my list. It's pretty simple overall. I think it'll look sharp. Probably, as Taylor would say, I could wear this with a pair of jeans and look really good. So, and also Fred. Apparently guys, I saw a stat somewhere that says guys generally look good wearing red. I don't know why, but I've heard that.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know the facts to prove that, but I remember hearing some studies said that people who wear red, some reason people find them more attractive.
I know it's like a power color.
That might be it, but that works for you, then it's a 5 for you, X Factor.
Yeah, it's to say, like, I think if you, I've heard something to the effect, like, if you go to jobs wearing, like, red and stuff like that, it can either be power color, so that you have leadership and you feel confident, but it can also show, like, rage in people's eyes and stuff like that. So,
yeah,
a lot of times blue, but, like, light blues and stuff like that are better for interviews because they show that same side of confidence, but also shows like the softness of it.
Yeah,
but
it's not here nor there because we're not color season over here on KitSZN now, are we?
And why not? I feel like this kind of goes with it. But I mean, I really like this kit. I like how they did it, like you talked about with the like it has the subtle stripes, but it's not stripes.
Yeah, that's fair.
What they're using is their badge. And I talk about that a lot. They're utilizing things from their badge. And actually, I feel like this could be a really good St. Louis kit, though, I will say, because that's the same side, like waves, is the St. Louis flag.
Yeah.
And they utilized actually this year in the city jersey for the baseball team, the Cardinals. They got the city jersey. I actually really like it because it has those squiggles going vertical.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I mean, like creativity. I did say it's a 4. I could give it a 5 because there's nothing else really to it. I like the tree at the bottom. That's a little added detail. But if Sean Tosh ever plays for them, you won't see it because he's always tucked in, locked in. Bam. Tyson Local, though, I said it's a 5. They utilize their badge. They're using what's representing them.
Yeah.
And doing it subtly. X Factor, I said it was a 5. And Design Flow was a 5. Like, these are very sharp kits. I like the white detailing too on the the chevrons and the Hummel and stuff like that. Makes the white pop more.
I do like that aspect. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. So there's a lot to like about this kit. I could see somebody saying like, okay, it's kind of boring. It's a little bit template-y, but also not either. Like it's stripes, but not stripes. So
that's fair. I mean, I get it. It's like, okay, let me just phrase it this way. It's clean. And I think as we've discussed on this show, clean kits, either you love them or you hate them. Or sorry, not hate, but like don't quite vibe with, you know?
Yeah. And I like a good clean kit. Like a lot of times they might give me boring. You gotta watch out for boring when you look at clean kits. But when I like this stuff I like though. Like when it's a clean kit, but they use creativity to make a clean kit.
Yeah.
Then I'm about that, bro. I'm about that.
You are about that.
And I feel like that's what Charlotte did with their other one. Was that the away kit that we talked about?
Yes.
And like that was more of a clean kit. The one we talked about today was a lot different with the extra lightning bolt.
I'll agree with that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just the day, but sometimes things just feel off to me. You know what I mean? Like from a certain perspective. And like this looks sharp, this looks good, it looks simple, it looks clean. Maybe sometimes I'm just, you know.
It's that X factor.
It really is. Like even though I would love to have this in my closet, I'm also not like clamoring for it. And I'm also not hating on it. It's that weird mix. Like I was telling my wife is that like, especially when it came to US kits, I'm kind of harsh on things. I think if you can look at my average scores, I can be a little harsh on things. And I don't know. Sometimes if I'm just not feeling it, it hurts my scores. And I think this kit, I just wasn't feeling it. And I think that's what's reflected in my score.
I felt that. And like there's the intangibles. We talked about that. Like usually that goes with whatchamacallit, but X Factor. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you can't really explain it. You're just like, I don't know, man. It just doesn't feel right. That's it. My last one. Like, was it the design flow or was it the X Factor? But like, I really, really want it. Like, give me buy it for me now. But also, like, it doesn't feel right. So.
But here's the difference between you and I that I've noticed. If something's not right with you, it's still like a 4.
Yeah.
If it's not right with me, it's like a 3, 3.5. Right.
I mean, there's kits that like I really, really like, and like I still really want, but like I could just see it's busy or it's just off.
Yeah.
I still want to buy it.
You're like, but I still need this.
Like I really like all of the. I always want to call it Orange Town though, with the Redlands kits.
Yeah.
I feel like they should just change it to Orange Town.
But well done, Lane United. I'm actually really excited to not to rep. I want.
Whoa.
I really liked last year's away kit better, but we still have one more to rate from you, Lane United, and so for a 4.13 from USL, with team which I think has high expectations and high aspirations. Well done, Lane United. I like it, and as someone who already owns one of your kits, I am a fan. So.
Yeah, they're a team I definitely need to hop on with.
Yes.
I like their kits. I really like last year's. We talked about that a lot. I really, really like Lane United's kits in past seasons.
They're just so good. Consistently like top. I'm like, they're not Ballard top tier, but they're consistently high, like quality stuff up there. And that has to be respectable.
Like I feel like a lot of teams still like they'll get a 3 and a 5 or something like that, like to keep bouncing up every year. Like this team's like a constant 4. Yeah.
Solid 4. Not terrible, not great, but also I like consistently, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of kits that we like, we're going to go to one of my favorites of this season. And I say that because this is one of the few kits that I've given a perfect score for.
Dun,
And
dun, dun.
yeah, I love this kit. So we're gonna go back to League One because apparently this is a League One kit season episode, apparently.
Yeah.
Um, go to League One, and we're going to check out our good friends Omaha FC. And boy, let me tell you, I love this kit. So if you don't know about this kit, this is the Union Omaha alternate kit, which I believe is technically their away kit, but I have it slotted as their alternate, so sue me. No. I do have it as their away, so don't sue me for that. But this kit is the Nebraska Centric kit. Why is it called that? Because this you can find the names of all 93 counties plus some hidden treats according to the tweet in the pattern inspired by the agriculture of Nebraska. If you haven't been to Nebraska, and you only thing that you need to know is that they farm and they love corn so much that they're literally their mascots for the University of Nebraska are the corn huskers.
They husk those corns, man.
They husk them corn. So, and we all talk shit about Kansas just being corn or Iowa. I think Nebraska takes the cake.
We have a lot of corn in America.
We do. Indiana is one of them as well. But
Yeah.
this kit pays homage to every single county in Nebraska. This is Nebraska's team in soccer, and weirdly enough, with Omaha, one of the only professional teams in that city, and one of the only professional teams in the state of Nebraska.
Yeah.
So, love to see them really do their thing. Also, shout out to the Proud Owls. Y'all are amazing as well. But yeah, the good folks at Union Omaha, once again, doing what they can to support their state and their community. This kit, I love it. And the shade of purple looks good. Even before all League One teams decided to wear purple, I love the shade of purple. It looks really good. I love this kit. I don't really need to talk into my ratings. I think what this kit does and shows, I think, is just splendid. I love it. It looks really good. Also, you see a little bit of volleyball, probably not with the Proud Owls. I love that. So, your thoughts here, because I know I love this kit.
The only thing I gave a 4 for, weirdly enough, is X Factor. I said this is a creativity is a 5, ties to local, obviously it's a 5, and the design flow is a 5. Everything fits well, everything looks nice. I just am not clamoring for it. I don't know. Like, I like the black with the green at the bottom. I love it, like the glow in the dark ones.
Yes.
I like that one actually personally better. I love what they did here. I like that it's almost like crop circles with each county inside each circle and stuff like that.
And different sizes too.
Yeah, different sizes and different style crop. Like it's not all just like circles. It's just something about it that I can't pinpoint, but I also just not feeling it. And I wish I could say there's a reason, because I do really like it also.
Vibes are vibes, and your vibes are for some reason off.
I don't know if it's because it's maybe on a white plate, if that makes sense. Like if I would like this more if it was like black on the background or a darker purple with like lighter purple shades or something like that. I just can't give it a 5, even though I really want to.
I'm just saying, whatever Omaha's been cooking in the kit department, y'all have been killing it. I would get to your warm up kit at a later week, but like whatever y'all be cooking up there, I love it. glow in the dark kit. We need to see that in a glow in the dark game. This kit is gorgeous, and even Foxy here. It's hard for him to not like it.
And again, I always love a good purple kit.
Obvious reasons, yes.
Yeah. Well, and it's just honestly, I feel like purple's underutilized until apparently this year. I guess I can't say that.
Right.
Until this year, but prior, it's been kind of boring. It's kind of just there. And now people are like, oh, okay, we can rock some purple. And I've appreciated that. So I mean, yeah, you said it already, but yeah, Omaha has been shooting out some fire this year.
All the fire. You might have to do some. Yeah. So Omaha, killing it. Keep it up. Now, speaking of today's date here, so shout out to all those teams. Well done. Really respectable by everybody here. I think we shall end this June with a fun little thread. If you don't follow us on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it at this point, please do so. We try to keep things up. Also, always feel free to tag us in things. We miss things.
Please. Especially League 2.
And W League. Please.
And W League. Because there's just so much.
I would even argue League 1 or Championship, because sometimes these teams don't quite tweet it. And, Foxy here has twins, and I have a job that I don't know how I do. So we're busy people here, right?
Still trying to figure that out.
Yeah, still trying to figure out 3 years in. So, but help us try to figure out these chits, because we can't figure out all the time. Also, if you're a team, you want to provide us with some photos, we try to reach out and try to keep up with teams that we can. Also, help us do that as well. We'd like to try to show off the best of your product that can be, and we'd love to do that. So it's a little bit of I don't know what to call it, but that just sounds a little spiel here before we dive into this season's per date kit, Pride, warm-ups, and related gear. We'll get to those here very quickly. So I just want to give a quick shout out to all these teams who released something that was for your Pride gear. So, and check these teams out to support your local teams, as most of them do have things going to local LGBTQ plus communities, partnerships, organizations, you name it. A lot of these gear go to great things. And also, let me say, they're very colorful and they look good. So, we start off at the top here. We give a shout out to Louisville City. We've already kind of did them a few weeks ago. We love this kit. And it's by Official League, which we were kind of surprised at.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Didn't really expect that from them. Also, that bucket hat looks kind of dope, not going to lie. I'm in a weird phase with bucket hats now. But
I feel that. Every time, I feel like anytime a hat trend happens, I'm always like, oh, God, not the bucket hats. Don't bring those back. And then I'm like, God, I want a bucket hat.
Yeah, I bought my first one this past weekend, 2 weeks ago at an Indy 11 game. So I'm hooked.
Because it takes me back to being in Louisville and back with the JOC days, good old James O'Connor. At least as a coach, he was good. Make some interesting decisions with the women's side. But anyways, he would always wear this giant sun hat.
Yeah.
And they finally started selling them in the shops because everybody wanted them because of how funny it was, though.
But vibes.
Yeah.
Speaking of the vibes, we go to our friends at Madison with their Pride top, and not just Pride in the LGBTQ community and Pride within themselves, but Pride of Madison. Y'all are your own thing up there, and I love that you just embrace it in your team. Madison's a fun, weird place. I've been through it. It has its own feel. and I can feel that in this kit here. So I love this.
I really want to visit Madison. Actually, it's really interesting because apparently every year the St. Louligans here in St. Louis like go to a Madison game.
Love that.
And like it's so crazy. And like they have their scarf and they're like, doing St. Louligan cheers and stuff like that, cheering on the good old forward Madison Flamingos.
Love that.
And I really want to do that one year. It might have to be a few years from now when the boys can handle something like that, or
hey,
if I ever have a random free weekend without the boys, which I don't think is ever a thing. But
hey, Ford Madison does follow me on Twitter, and we do know a few good folks up there. So maybe we can get that connection set up at some point.
Omar, love you, brother.
So, going from Ford Madison, we hit up next our good friends at Vermont Green. I think they've done some more with some stickers and stuff, but they have some scarves that released, which is always fun to see them up at Vermont, who do a lot of really good things. Next, we go to our good friends at Greenville. Shout out Geo. And what they did with that stained glass in the chevron, so it's really sharp. And it's just a fun, unique design, and it doesn't look weird. I like that. I like it, and it's weird. It's Greenville weird, and I'm good with that.
And again, we talked about that lightning bolt design. I appreciate that they took the design that was made by the fans and utilized that to go with the Pride Month.
Exactly. So doing their thing, and then next we have $9 margaritas at Orange County. No. Just more about their Pride T-shirts there in Orange County, which is $5 of each. Go to Athlete Ally. So shout out to them. And oh, by the way, I donated to them a few years ago, and that's how I got my signed Indy 11 kit. So. I won a giveaway, basically. I donated. I won a drawing, and I won a kit for it, signed by the player. I actually got to meet him. I forget his name right now, but I got to meet him. So
that's so cool.
Yeah. So shout out to Athlete Ally here doing some good work. Next, we have some more scarves here, but we're going down to El Paso with another unique design. Lovely little scarf here. We got some nice T-shirts and hats from One Knoxville. Weirdly, I didn't see a kit, even though, well, they probably spent all their budget on kits on the 3 gorgeous ones that they did, so I'm not surprised. But yeah, so T-shirts here from One Knox. We will get to this kit at a later time. I put it back onto the list. The Charleston Battery Pride kits. That's on our list of rates. So we'll get to them a little bit later, but shout out to Charleston for doing this.
Actually wearing it, so we got to talk about it.
Yes, we are. And then we are good friends in Minneapolis City who, besides this really cool graffiti T-shirt, did release a kit that we will get to actually later because they actually did wear it. So we will get to them at a later point. I thought I sent it to you. If I didn't, that's fine. It's in our spreadsheet. So them, and then finally this one, not your traditional Pride top here, when in Union, Omaha. I told you they just straight up cook up there in Omaha for some reason. Don't know what's in the water or in the corn, but one means all, or y'all means all. I've also heard that too by several people. This is their Let Love Bloom Pride kit. This is a fun little.
I love this kit. Like, I like how it's not just a go-to rainbow. Like, I mean, I love the rainbow too. Like, utilize that. But this is cool that I like the Let Love Bloom.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful flowers. And I've talked about how more kids need to have more flowers.
Right.
And they did that. I really appreciate this kit a lot.
And it just looks really fun. And they also did the alternate logo with the owl eyes over here. So like it was just fun. It's creative. They're never gonna wear this kit, but man, this looks sharp. and it looks really good. So I love it. Also, we know there's some other teams. I needed a photo of the Indy 11 pride scarf added to this thread, but whatever. Shout out to all the teams who, did something for pride. I know not everyone did, but shout out to you guys for doing that. And also all the supporter groups across the country who are raising money via Pride Raiser and other LGBTQ foundations across the country.
Yeah, not forward looking to that email.
Nor am I, because I'm not looking forward to it either. So, because the women did their thing as normal for Indy, so yeah. But all for a good cause. Shout out to you guys for all that. Lovely time of the year, one of my favorites. So, up next we have our very last segment of the episode and our favorites that we love here at KitSZN, and that is some kit show off time. We got to show off what we're rocking here, because what's a kit show without rocking and showing off what kit you're wearing?
Yeah, what's even the point?
Like, I don't do this for the fun, guys. I just do this to show off my kits. I have 100 of them. I gotta show them off somehow. So I'm gonna go a little bit first. I'm rocking my Indy 11 jacket. I don't know where I got this or like whatever. I love it.
I like that jacket.
It's one of my favorite jackets. But underneath, I got the U.S. Women National Team Constitution kit, 3 stars. You noticed before we got the 4th.
It's so old.
Old, right? But I will say this is my favorite U.S. kit. I'd even argue of all time. I love it. It's one of my favorites. So I had to rock it tonight for the U.S. game that ended, well, red. Because it's in Wea. So that was tonight's vibe.
And I am rocking the men's. Was this our World Cup kit from last season? I enjoy it. It's a nice. I mean, nothing much to it. It's blue, kind of camo-ish. Nothing crazy. Very simple. I will say I like this better without all the extra badges. So like the women's kit doesn't really look as good because they have this and then they have the World Cup badge next to it. I'm like, oh, that's a little much.
Like, what bothered me with that kit, why didn't they just put that World Cup
center it?
Yeah.
I think it's our badge. Our badge is so big. It's a big old badge. It's a grand old badge. It's a grand old badge. It's a high flying badge. But yeah.
But that is tonight's kits. That kit may not be growing on me, but the white ones are. The white kits. I don't know why.
Yeah. The plain whites are slowly growing on me.
But that's okay, because that's what happens over time. You tend to like some of the kits that you might not have liked, but that's okay. We're here for the hot takes and for the good vibes, and see how much y'all don't like what we do. So once again, shout out to our patrons down below. We love y'all. Y'all do, your support allows us to do what I think we enjoy doing here at the show, and then talking to all you great people here on the KitSZN, and as well as supporting the bigger, broader USL show network. So we appreciate. Thank you. Follow us on social media, primarily Twitter, because I'm pretty much non-existent on Instagram. Blame me 100%. That's fine.
It will not let me log into it for some reason.
It won't. I might have to log out and do that, and I'll let you control it. That's fine. We'll figure that out. But yeah, so please always know that we appreciate you guys, value you, and try to join our Discord as well, because we try to be active on there. So that's it for tonight's show. As always, we appreciate you guys. We're thankful that you joined us and maybe try to distract you from all the stuff going on here tonight. So we appreciate you guys spending the time coming here to watch us. And we will be back next week for 4th of July episode, potentially. So stay tuned, balls, on social media. We'll see if we want to. We'll see the vibes, right?
Yeah, I think the plan is to have the show on July 4th.
Yes, but vibes, check us out, and you might hear some fireworks too while at it. So that is it for tonight's show. We appreciate everyone. We love y'all. Have a good night. We'll see you next week.
Thank you for watching another episode of the USL Show. The USL